What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be doing another tobacco review. Be talking about Dunhill's Royal Yacht. This is one of those tobaccos I really wanted to try. Dunhill gets quite a bit of credit. They're very well respected in the pipe community across the board, all around the world. In fact, Dunhill pipes are one of the most touted pipe. It's like a prestigious thing to own a Dunhill pipe. I mean, they are very collectible. They go back many years, and people spend hundreds of dollars on single Dunhill pipes. I've tried quite a few other Dunhill tobaccos out there. Royal Yacht is one of them I have not yet tried. Firstly, it's the first Dunhill tobacco that's not an English of some kind. So I'm interested in seeing what Dunhill's take is on a Virginia blend. Okay, in a lot of sense, this is an aromatic. It's an aromatic by Dunhill. Not a lot of people call this an aromatic, but it is. It's flavored. It's got Virginias and Burleys in it. It's a fine cut, fine ribbon cut. It's topped with brandy, plum, and coffee. So interesting combination there. $11.03 at pipesandcigars.com. All the Dunhill tobaccos do carry a slightly higher price tag, so we'll see what that's all about and see if it's worth it, at least my opinion. So anyway, very distinctive yellow and red tin here. It says, the Royal Yacht Mixture, a unique smoking mixture. Exceedingly mellow blend with a grand rich flavor. We will see. So we pop it open. Let's give a sniff on this. Here's a quick little look at it. It's all Virginia and Burley, and then just the topping. It's got a good scent to it. It's definitely smells sweet. It smells like a lot of different Virginias. It also kind of smells fruity, but like a sweet fruity, not tart like if you cut into fresh fruit, where it's kind of like a more sharp smell of fruit. This is definitely like dried fruits, sweetened, ripened, or like really ripe fruits. Really ripe apple and pear, but like a bunch of things mixed in. It's not one specific fruit. It's just fruity. That might be from the plum. I don't know. It doesn't smell specifically like plums to me. It just smells like dried fruit, but in a very good way, and tobacco. But anyway, I'm going to load this into my 7LE Honey Dublin, and I'm going to go have a bowl outside. It is pitch black out, and it's cold and windy, so we'll see what happens out there. But I'm going to go try this. Here's a little shot of it. You can see it's a fine ribbon cut. Consistency is great out of the can. It was perfect when I opened this, and it has not dried out since. I mean, these canisters, even after you pop that seal, they're no longer airtight. They do hold the moisture in quite well. So anyway, I'm going to load up the pipe and try this out, and I will be back in a little while and let you know what I thought. Alright guys, I am in after a solid hour. It felt like this lasted forever. It did burn slower than a lot of tobaccos I'm used to in the specific pipe that I use, which was my birth year pipe. I'm still not sure who made it. It's just a pipe made in London. Beautiful pipe. Little Christmas tree on it. Made in 1984, December, or at least Christmas '84, which I was made as well. Love the pipe. But yeah, it lasted about a straight hour, which I thought was longer than usual. What do I think about Royal Yacht? First of all, every single thing about this screams strong. Bold, strong, powerful. Right off the bat. Would not recommend this for a first smoke. It would knock you on your butt. It's kind of funny because if you've ever had nightcap, Dunhill's nightcap, being a very strong English the way it is, a very just bold, pungent English. This is how, if you've had that, this is how you'd think their take on a Virginia would be. Just extremely powerful and bold and in your face, and that's what this was. So much so that although I enjoyed the flavor, it was a little much for me, to be honest. I'm specifically looking for very bold flavors, but it was just a little bit too strong for my tastes. Definitely higher in nicotine. I mean, you could feel it. So, and not a great first smoke. But if you do happen to like Virginia blends, I would highly recommend it. the whole thing with the flavors, like the flavors or casings in this tobacco, again, are coffee, brandy, and plum. And I didn't taste any of those. Those are very specific flavors. No coffee whatsoever. No, nothing. Possibly a little bit of brandy. Um, maybe just a little bit of like blackberry brandy. Maybe that's where the plum kind of comes in, but still very subtle. Nothing, just for me anyway, nothing really bold in your face, you know? There was a sweetness to the smoke, but it was a very dry smoke. My mouth is just very dry, like I was chewing on sand or something. But like I said, just a punch, powerful, powerful Virginia blend. Um, Not particularly for me, not my taste. I find that I do gravitate towards, heavy Englishes, or depending on my mood, really sweet, strong aromatics. Like I still love that caramel rush. I think that's great. I have been experimenting a little bit with, a little pinch of this, a little pinch of that, try to find something perfect. And if I do find a blend that I really like, and, of course, I'll do a video on it. But anyway, just as far as these reviews are concerned, I'm trying to do straight stuff because I don't want to tell you that, oh, this is great. You have to buy 8 different types of tobacco and mix them together. That's not realistic. Not a lot of people are going to do that. So, um, yeah, the biggest thing I could say about this, without a doubt, no matter who you are, is that this is strong stuff. And I would make a very strong recommendation that this not be your first tobacco of choice. Um, but if you try different tobaccos, you do find you like, Burleys and Virginia blends, and similar in that sense, you want to step it up a little bit, and you find that most of what you're smoking is just a little bit too mild, or not as full bodied, let's say, this is your winner right here. Definitely. I would say, I would give the conclusion that Dunhill's Nightcap is to English as Dunhill's Royal Yacht is to Virginia. Just in your face strong. So anyway, that's all. That's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take it easy.